Tuned in, the signal's clear. Coming through Geocache talk. A voice on the line I hear. Coming through Geocache talk.
Well, hey everyone, we are live. We're going to do a recap tonight. A recap of Sunday, and we also have a major announcement at 7:30. Yes, major announcement coming. Big headlines, major announcement. Yeah, Zach.
Is it a recap, honestly, or is it just like
it's extension?
Trying to finish it.
Yeah, it's more an extension. There's stuff
Okay.
The stuff we forgot.
I just figured we'd be honest. Might as well be honest from the beginning. You know, like we got sidetracked because of me, and we didn't get to finish it.
We'll call it a recap, even though it isn't. But
you're just being nice to me, so
just being nice. Okay, so on tonight, obviously, my co-host Jesse.
Oh, yeah, that's me over here.
And a good portion of the network team.
Yes.
We've got Bounce, Mr. Gadget Talk right there.
Hello, everybody.
We've got Jeff, Cache the Line, with us tonight.
Hello.
Geocaching with Kids.
Hey, everyone.
Baker 6 Clan. Man at the Cache, who's still fooling with his stuff. Kodak Zach, messing with his camera and etc., but that's fine. So welcome, everybody, and welcome to all those watching. All right. Well, a couple things we didn't get to cover, but first, a quick reminder that this month, Ride in the Rain is again providing 30% off.
Yes.
For all purchases. You just need to put in a promo code. Promo code is Geocache. So there you go. 30%. Thanks, Zach.
I can't make the zero go. I can't make the zero work. There we go.
30. There you go. Perfect.
That's way better than that to me.
30% off. And
And that's like free in Canadian. 30% off America is like free Canadian. So
it's like $1,000 $300, I think.
300. Oh, that's 300 Canadian. Okay. 300% off. And first of all, if you haven't got on their site, 30% off is huge. I bought a crap ton of stuff last time, and I can't wait to put it out in caches, but you can't yet. But I can't wait to put it out in caches and good stuff, pins, logs, everything. So
I think sometimes you can sort of parlay that into a 50% off if you get the right thing going on there.
The coupons still apply to their sales stuff. That's what was amazing.
That is awesome. So I know that I'm probably spoiling some I shouldn't, but I know that Chad is working with them on a potential geocache at Ride in the Rain, correct?
Yes. As soon as this COVID-19 thing's over, I'll be down there and have it installed for them.
So, that is awesome.
No hints on what it's going to be or giveaways.
No.
I'm going to guess it's a creative and/or gadget cache.
Something like that, maybe. It might just be, maybe I'll do a light screw hide or something.
Is it going to be like a pill bottle under a bush?
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking of that.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's going to be waterproof.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would use waterproof.
I would use Ride in the Rain paper if possible.
Waterproof, so you know that the Ride in the Rain log really works.
True. It could be underwater.
Well,
just take a log and throw it like on the ground. And it's fine because people can sign it.
I think the log should be in water, glued down in water, and you got to write underwater on the log.
Mm-hmm. I like that idea.
That'd be kind of cool.
Underwater pen, underwater marker, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have
a really cool display in their lobby that is a water spigot that's pouring water over the log, and you can write on it as the water's going over it. It's pretty cool.
So if you had a underwater log but did not provide the Ride in the Rain pin, would that be a 5 terrain?
Yeah, special tool.
Special tool. I'm just saying.
No, you can still use a
special tool.
He could still use the regular pen. Do you have to use a Ride in the Rain pen for it to write underwater?
If it was underwater.
I don't know. That's a good question. I used the
thought
pen
you
that
could
they
just use a
provided.
pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have a
What
pencil.
if you made a box and it was the whole log was underwater and had like those robot gloves and you had to sign it?
You know, I have the pen and pencil and some paper here from them. Maybe we should try that on one of the podcasts just to test it.
Yes.
Let's go live now. Do you got a fish tank?
I do.
Let's get started.
Too
I'm
bad we
heading to
don't
the
have
bathtub,
show
guys.
where we can try that. Hey, you know what? We're already off topic, Gary.
Hey, I knew going into this having all you clowns on here at the same time.
No, we're talking about
was not gonna be
sponsors.
able to
We're right on
control.
topic. We're just already
Yeah.
talking about sponsors.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. The other note was, of course, Memory Lane came out.
Yes, it
started
started.
today.
Have y'all started?
Anybody finished? Zach, you're probably finished. Where's he going?
Huh?
He's
Not
moving.
yet.
He's going to a
Yeah.
What's he doing? He always does. Here we go. That's what he was
Matt's taking a
doing.
bath.
Now I know why he was going there.
You know, we've never had somebody live in a bath during the show. I'm just saying.
Zach will do it.
Anything
down
to
the
test
drain
the right in
path.
the rain.
It's going down the
Nice.
path.
Well done.
I do have the power of the mute, kind of, but not really. Direwolf's got 5 points. Good job. Oh my gosh.
Look, I feel like I'm in a classroom full of students.
Oh,
You're
sorry. Go ahead.
correct.
Go back. Nope. I'm over top either, but it
80
was all right.
points. That's good.
80 points. Yeah.
Yeah, 80 points out of, was it 200?
Riddlin kids
200 tops.
got 80, so that's awesome. Good
That's awesome.
job.
Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't started yet either, but
Yeah, same.
You know, I have zero, but I have a plan for all of
Same.
mine.
Yep.
hey,
I
George.
just finished logging like 40 caches from Sunday, but I haven't done anything yet since the first.
Yes,
So
yes.
tomorrow is the plan.
Yeah.
Well, I know
Sorry,
I'm,
for sharing.
I know I'm way behind you guys on finding caches, but I did find my 2000th cache.
Woo!
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm not as prolific as some of you guys, but
So you're going to find 10 caches per show to keep that rate up, right?
I know. Well, somebody mentioned to me something that I know all of y'all are past at this point, but I got to think about a 2020 cache because I'm coming up on 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is that what
That's
you
huge.
require?
Yeah.
20 caches in, get a 2020 cache, and then next year, well, I'll roll past 2021, so it won't really work. So, but anyway, all right. So I got some stuff I want to show a couple clips. There's a clip I forgot to show, and I want to talk about the network and some other things.
So,
Go
Gary,
ahead.
before we start that,
Yes.
in case somebody stumbles upon this show and didn't get Sunday's show, we're celebrating something with this show as an extension of Sunday's show. So should we say that what that is first?
Sure.
Zach's back.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
it's
I will find more than 20
caches.
caches in a year. I'm finding like 400 a year now, so I'm rolling.
You're rolling through. No, so like the general time now, because we're celebrating our 200th show
Yes.
and 4 years of geocaching.
Right.
So in case anybody stumbles upon this show before Sunday's show, we're kind of doing a look back on 4 years and 200 shows.
A little bit.
It's kind of there's so much stuff that's happened in 4 years. We could not fit it into an hour and a half show. And we went over an hour and a half, by the way, too. But
Yeah.
so this is a spillover
2 hours.
plus a huge announcement for new stuff that's going to happen. So just in case you stumbled upon today for the first time and missed Sunday, go back and listen to Sunday because that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what? We had a lot of listeners. It'd been cool if we had 2,020 listeners.
That would have been cool.
That would have been very cool.
Mm.
There's no way to know that anymore. But anyway, it's
We
still
had about 900 live, which was pretty awesome. Almost 1,000. We had over $200 donated to Geocache Talk for future projects. So
which
that
we're
is really
talking about tonight,
awesome.
so that's great.
Paying the bills and such, and such. So that has been fun to do. This show has been a lot of fun to be a part of. Yeah, we've got a announcement at the bottom of the hour, so we'll leave that. But let's talk about some other things first.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of people here tonight and that was fun. We have a hard time getting the whole network on, and we're going to have, that's always an issue for us, but I wanted to spend some time, have on a good portion of them. Some of them couldn't, some of the others couldn't make it, which is fine. That happens. But the network means a lot to Jesse and I, and has been really important to us. And so, hats off to the whole crew for being part of the network.
We have a $2 donation to not see Zach in the past.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we gotta up that to $10 total, or else I'm
Who doesn't want to see Zach?
Why not $9.99, Zach?
Yeah, there we go. Hey, in my defense, I could only do 99-cent increments. It didn't let me put in my amount.
Well, you got some flack for that too. That was funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Such great stuff. Okay, so I want to re-show a couple things. One that I want to re-show, of course, was our big shout out from Josh Gates. I'll show that one real quick.
Gary and Jesse, what's going on? Josh Gates here from Discovery's Expedition Unknown, coming to you from the wilds of my home office. I just wanted to drop by to congratulate you on the 4th anniversary of the Geocache Talk podcast. I once found a geocache myself in France, although admittedly I did find it by accident. My former producer Barsky's a fan, so I know it's got to be a great show. And I just want to say, keep going. Adventure is out there for everyone. And again, congratulations. Bye-bye.
So if you do something like me, which is rewatch a bunch of the Expedition Unknowns, if you watch carefully enough, and I do this, and it drives Barsky crazy, but you can find Dave on that show. He's much easier to find on Dirty Jobs because he's much more easier to locate. So it's a little bit of a hunt, but once in a while you can find Barsky. It was season 2 of Expedition Unknown. So when they went to Mount Everest, and some other cool things. So if you go back to season 2 of Expedition Unknown, and if you look carefully, you can find old Dave Barsky in the background. And I usually will stop the screen, take a picture, and send it to Dave. And he's like, "Yeah, that's me. You found me." So
it's a Where Waldo game.
It is a little bit where's Waldo for me. So yeah. The other one I want to replay is this one, and then we're going to talk about some other stuff. But I wanted to replay this one.
Hey everyone, it's Brian Roth from Geocaching HQ. I am working remotely like the rest of you, or many of the rest of you, and I do hope everybody is staying safe and healthy. I just wanted to reach out and say congratulations on 200 episodes and 4 years to Gary, Jesse, and the entire Geocache Talk Network crew. Congratulations, it's a huge accomplishment. Thanks for entertaining all of us. All the best. Happy geocaching.
Love having Brian on. Means a lot. To have the president on is so cool. One thing that I really like in the fact that, and I don't know if you noticed this with him and a couple of others, but I mean, Brian, he's a busy guy. He's president of geocaching. He doesn't have time for everything. But did you notice how he worded it? He mentioned not only the Sunday show, which is usually, was the first show, but he mentions the whole crew. I thought that was neat. That
is cool.
We have really built, and that's something that has been deliberate. Jesse and I have really focused hard on. It's not the Sunday show anymore. It's all of it. It's the whole crew, and that's really important. And it's been something I know, Jesse, you and I have really worked hard on is getting expansion of the show. And it's something we're really, it's past, it's all part of the Geocache. In fact, I changed the name on, Twitter. It doesn't say Geocache Talk. It says the Geocache Talk Geocaching Network.
Yeah.
So that's something we really are really focused on because
almost like foreshadowing the episode.
Right.
I don't know, but maybe. You're so bad with spoilers, it's just leaking out of you already.
It's just spilling out of me all over the place.
Although I will say also, so and one of the reasons we bring Brian on the show whenever we can and talk to him is not just because he's the president, right? Because that's great, but geocaching definitely promotes the people of the show. But if you're ever at a mega, which Brian goes to megas,
Yes.
Yeah, he
that
does.
guy is the president. But if you haven't met him yourself, go up and talk to the guy. He is fun to talk to. You'll see a guy that's not just trying to run a company, but he really enjoys what he's doing. And he enjoys when people come up to him and tell him how much the game has affected him. Affected his, your life as opposed to his. And he's not like some guy you can't talk to. He really is that guy that you've seen on the show. And that guy was just in that announcement. That's really Brian. That's really him. And he's not just like, putting on a show for the camera. That's really that guy. So if you see him at a show, at a mega or any of the events, go up and talk to him. He is really a genuine guy. And the fact that we have a game where the total top of that game is that genuine, we're lucky to have that. So,
well,
and we don't get paid by him to say that. He's really a good guy. So,
Yeah.
Derek, you had an interaction with Brian you want to mention about going
Oh,
caching.
yeah. He when at going caching, Nikki actually got they do a buddy button thing, and Nikki got the buddy button jackpot by her buddy button being Brian Roth. And just the interaction of that, you can go back and watch one of Josh's videos from going caching. You'll see the interaction there. And you'll also go back and see one of the Nano Kids when we did it there as well. So it's just, he is really cool, really down to earth, and with the kids and everything like that, even the young people, it was really great seeing how he interacted with the Nano Kids at going caching. It was a lot of fun.
I had to throw in there, Curious Kiwis are on tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all being on Geocache Talk Presents. Hopefully everybody listened to Geocache Talk Presents. If not, go back. I had such a great time interviewing them. And they're making fun of Jesse, you and I's, of y'all's accents. So
I don't know what they must have bad internet. We don't have accents. They have.
Well, Jeff's got a Canadian one.
Yeah, Jeff has one, but everybody else
we don't.
No, but you know what? They are on my short list of people to go visit because
absolutely.
Talking to them, I have to get over there.
Yeah.
Well, they are wonderful, and they both have accents. You can remember Paul was, he's he's European, so it's he has a little different accent than than his wife. So it's kind of funny just to no.
The man and the lady. Yes,
the lady. Yes. I
just about spit my water all over my microphone. Thanks, Jeff.
Lady.
There's stuff spilling all over on this show.
Spilling all over the show, everywhere. That's good stuff. All right. Okay, one last one, and then I got to ask you guys some other questions, but I wanted to play this one because I think it's so funny.
Hey guys, Steve Weeks here from the geocaching rock band, The Travel Bugs. I just wanted to make you a quick video and wish you a happy 4th anniversary, birthday, whatever it is that podcasts celebrate. 4 years of ruthless domination on the internet.
That's funny. Hopefully we get to all see Steve in September, hopefully. Everyone?
Yes. Sadly, I'm not hearing any audio on the videos tonight.
Oh, really?
It turns them off when they play, and then you have to hit.
Could be the browser.
Okay, could be the browser, but I've heard them before, so it's okay.
Okay.
And everybody knows I'm a fanboy of Steve, so
he's
it's
great.
okay. I know all the words, all the songs, so I'm good to go. But I'm glad we played that again. Because
it's fun. His little thing about 4th anniversary, birthday, whatever y'all call it. So
yeah.
All right.
When Steve plays at Mingo, I'm gonna be that guy with the lighter and the the band shirt.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna be that guy. So just get over it. I don't care.
So do we take travel books for him to sign?
Travel bugs from the sign.
No, travel bugs for Steve to sign.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
I'm gonna bring the CD for him to sign and my shirt and all that stuff. And he's even from here. Like I
You'll
can
prob-
go in the street and cash with him, but I don't care. I'm a fanboy. I don't care.
Yeah. So they want
you'll
you to.
you'll probably have him sign your chest
That's right.
So Jeff, you
and
need
get
to
it
do.
tattooed.
You got to do a parody of doing Paul doing. Hello, lady. So we're looking forward to that. Right, there you go. You can sign that one. That would be a good one, Chad. Bring that one.
Oh,
Oh, you're muted, Chad.
We lost his video. Or no, he's muted. I'm sorry. I'll unmute him. Go ahead. No, you have to unmute yourself. Sorry.
Sorry. Forgot I muted myself.
That's okay.
So, these are great. I take these to events. And if you ever see my car, this is always hanging off the back bumper of the car.
That's perfect.
Yeah, great travel bugs for events for people to discover.
That is awesome.
Great.
Awesome. Okay, so a couple things we didn't mention. Well, let's talk about real quick. One, I didn't even show this. We are Hall of Fame members, the whole network. So all y'all are involved in this. So that is the whole crew. It just has us on there, but it's the whole Geocache Talk crew. So excited about that. I forgot to mention that. Also, we didn't talk about the leaderboard.
Oh gosh, yeah.
We got the coin. Most people have. Some people have the coin. Oh, there's the coin.
Yep. Oh, coins everywhere.
Coins, awesome. Yep. So what are y'all's fondest memories? Oh, Zach's gonna go grab his. What is y'all's fond memories of the leaderboard?
I could tell you. So we knew about it a long time, and now the network knew about it, but before the public knew about it. I was super excited about this because they approached us. It was validation for us, right? Like we have such an involved and intelligent and high level like patron group.
Yeah.
Geocaching actually asked us. Like we didn't have to search them out and go, please, please, please let us do this. They said, your group is really involved and they've seen things that we do and they knew the projects we're doing. And they asked like, hey, how is this? Could we run this by you? And that's pretty awesome, right? Like we have a group that's so known that we get to do a project before anybody else out of the 2 million people get to see it. To me, that was the coolest thing that we could have achieved at that point.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things like everybody knows geocachers, right? Like we expect everything to be perfect and run like lists and everything else. And they told us like, we have no idea how this is going to go. And Gary and I talked before we mentioned anybody, and we were like, this could be a disaster.
Yes.
This could be fun. This could be a disaster. How is this going to go? And it didn't go how we thought, right? But everybody was like, this was so much fun. I don't even care that this was different than they thought it was going to go. And like everybody was so forgiving about it being like a beta.
Yeah.
Which beta is one of the biggest things they still call where I go. So obviously I'm forgiven. But they were like, this is beta. We don't know how it's going to go. We don't know what's going to work, but do you want to try it out? Heck yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And everybody that tried it, and we've got our own personal stories from it. Everybody does. But to me, it was so cool that they took that and they're still working on it in the background. And it's going to be something it's going to be huge in the future. I still believe. The whole leaderboard thing, right? Like they're trying out the Friends League. And no matter how it turns out in the future, we got to start it out. Like if something else happens, we got to be the first people to start this out. And we know how much it did not work out perfectly, but we still got to have fun with it.
Yeah, we ran into some issues with favorite points. By the way, New York, they're up there trying it out right now.
Yeah.
So that's cool that they're getting to try it as well. It was interesting. I mean, to try, and we had to again. We had some issues with databases, and we had trouble getting everybody in at the beginning. Pulling my hair out, what's left of it, and I even had to be talked off the ledge by Brian.
Yes,
Brian,
you did.
I got an email from Brian one day. He goes, Gary, slow down a little bit, buddy. I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't want to piss off the president.
Yeah, we almost got in trouble.
I stepped over the line, and he goes, step back over the other side. You're going a little too fast. No problem. I'll slow down, my friend. So I did. So.
Well, and you know what? I know we're going to talk a lot about this, but I want to tell my story first. My favorite leaderboard.
Go ahead.
And it's not about the fact that we got to do it first or anything else. It was when we were all in the car together, and Gary knows exactly what I'm talking about. We're all driving, and we're finding some caches. What were we going for?
Georgia.
That day?
We were in Georgia.
Yeah. But what were we going for? We're going for the part of the pirate thing. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
The challenge. It was part of the challenge.
Whatever the challenge was. And we're driving down, and we're going for a cache. And there's 4 or 5 of us in the car, and all of a sudden, the Mad Finn goes, "Wait, stop! There's a 3-pointer over here." And everybody immediately knew exactly what he was talking about. It was just a traditional cache. It was worth 3 points, and it was on a sign on the side of the road. And we all whipped off the street, and it was gravel actually, but we whipped off the road to grab it because we all wanted the 3 points for the challenge. It was hilarious because 3 points didn't make any difference because he killed everybody, right? But we lost back. But it was so much fun that all of us that were playing the leaderboard challenge, it was like a group inside a group, and we all knew exactly what he was talking about. And it was so much fun, even though there's no points, nobody even knows what we're doing outside of our group, but we had a hilarious time almost wrecking, getting off the road to get a 3-point cache.
Yep.
And to me, that was one of the most fun things ever because it was like, we know we all love being on the inside, right? Like, we have a secret inside geocaching, and we got to do it for that day, and it was a lot of fun. But it meant nothing because he still killed us all. But it was still a lot of fun.
No, it was great. Twonky was ahead for a long time, which was fun to have.
He was, but I'll never bet against the Mad Finn ever.
Never. All right, we got to switch gears because we're running out of time before our big announcement.
Okay.
So I've got another quick one to show that I didn't get to show Sunday. So here is this, and we will talk about it after we are done.
We're going to kind of focus on the maze. Recap, the maze, because we're live from the maze.
Right, we're from the maze,
with people actually watching us, so the pressure's on today.
The pressure's on. Well, I guess, I guess we got to.
Not that you thought about that before now, but
right, not before. No, that's okay. I think about that every week, man. It's gonna be good every week.
We're in the same studio today.
I know, it's weird. It is kind of weird.
You can't mute me today.
I can't mute you. Well, it's like you're done. So live. I'm sorry. Live
That's
from
right.
the
He was
maze.
muted.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was just a little shot of the maze, and so that was
our first live show, right?
That was our first live show.
Live show is not fair. Live studio audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, live studio audience. Yeah, everybody goes, well, you're live every week. It's like, well, yeah.
And you know what? That is a huge milestone, though, in our show. That was our first live studio audience. We had a blast doing that.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah.
And we almost didn't know. Derek was there, luckily. We almost didn't know it was going to happen until like 5 seconds before it happened.
Yeah, we were having some audio difficulty, but we worked it out, so that was great. So, but very fun to do that. So, the live show, that was crazy. So
that was the first live show. You can't call it the live show.
That's a live show.
Live audience.
Live audience.
Studio audience.
Then we did one to going caching. That was fun. I also want to play. I want to play this other one again one more time because I find it hysterical in many different ways. Let me find it. Where is it? Where are you, Zach? Because I laughed so hard at this.
Right here. Hello. Right here, Gary.
No, not that one. Well, we got a big show tonight. Talk about Moga. Moga. That's right. So I'm going to start by introducing our co-hosts on the show, Sydney Sawyer.
Good evening, everybody.
And Jesse Lunsford.
Good evening.
And our special man at the cache is on with us tonight for hopefully most of the show, if his connection holds out in the middle of. You have to tell us where you are, but our special guest, our man at the cache, Zach Fick, aka Sodak Zach, is with us.
Moga, moga, moga.
That's right. So roughly, where in the world are you right now?
I'm on I-29, heading up on my way to Council Bluffs, Omaha area.
Oh yeah,
north of St. Joseph, Missouri. So.
Yep. So that was fun having Zach on. We've done that a couple times, I think. But
once or twice.
But that's been fun to do, and so I had to pull that clip. But
and Zach's usually doing something unsafe too, right? Like driving down the street podcasting, or climbing something, or whatever else. It's always unsafe.
Yes. Always. Always something crazy.
First of all, Geocache Talk Network never condones unsafe activity. However, hilarious.
It does make good content.
So what are your guys' thoughts? We're going to talk about some things here in the future, but what are some of y'all's thoughts looking back as we start to wrap up the first part of this night? What do you think?
There's a lot of stuff that has happened in the past, and we've, we talked about, I don't think we talked about it on the show Sunday. I think it may have been in the patron feed that we talked about it, but like the stuff that never made it to air that we tried. I think Sunday we only talked about stuff that actually made it to air and memories for everybody, but we've had a lot of fun, and it's been because of the people on this screen and a couple other people that we've been able to do those fun things.
Right.
And hopefully over the last 4 years, it's provided a lot of fun and entertainment. Even if just laughing at us if it didn't work.
Yep.
And after these 200 episodes and 4 years, and we have some really big things planned. We always shoot for the moon.
Yep.
And we figure if we shoot for the moon, we'll at least come somewhere close. So we have some big things planned coming up. Some of which we can reveal tonight. Some of which we're going to hint at tonight.
Yep.
But it's because of the people on the screen and a couple other people that we've really been able to have some fun. And we all know that in this time in life, we need this fun.
Yes.
We're going to talk about a couple other fun added activities coming up soon. But I like to mention the live show, and whenever the world starts again and we get to do megas, and we have a couple megas still planned for this year. Hopefully they happen. And then more will happen next year. We're going to do more live stuff. We're going to push the envelope. We're going to do more stuff. But in the meantime, we have some other stuff planned, and we're going to talk about that really soon.
Yes. So we're going to shift gears in the show, and we've asked a couple of our network team to bow out. You guys can stay in the green room if you want, or we'll let you go for the night. But Zach and Derek are going to say goodbye. So thank you guys so much. And as you know, I love you guys being part of the network and everything you do.
Yeah.
So,
gosh.
bye, guys.
Bye.
Zach.
Bye, Zach.
Why would we ask them to step away? What will we be having up our sleeve?
We are expanding our team, and I'm going to let them talk about it.
Before we say that, we should say what we're not doing anymore.
Oh, this show is going away, which is the Tuesdays with Geocache Talk, not Gadget Talk.
Not Gadget Talk. That's going to stay forever. But
you're stuck, Chad. You're on forever.
You right. Away.
You're in it.
We'll talk about that in a moment. We
haven't even gotten to talk about Gadget Talk because it's so new, right? Like, it's part of the 200 episodes in 4 years. And 200 episodes doesn't even include Gadget Talk.
No.
Gadget Talk started and has taken off with fire.
Yes.
And really started to put caches out and learn a bunch of stuff from it. And, but that's part of I guess you have to wait, Chad, for 4 years to get your really recognition as you grow. Next 4 years, we'll do some more shows with you. But that's not what we're talking about.
No, we've got,
this show is dead.
Geocache. This is it. It's a pod fade. If you ever heard of that before,
that's 5 episodes though.
I forget how many. We'll have to go back and figure out how many Tuesdays with Geocache Talk we did. But anyway, let's move on to the next show because I'm really excited about this. I want to bring on our new members. What's that?
The next show? What are you talking about?
New members of the network. We're going to talk about something. So let me bring them on. So, Pathfinder 33, good to see you, my friend.
Hey, glad to be here, guys.
Look at that beard, man.
That is a COVID beard right there, man. I love it.
Hey, that's solid black.
Absolutely.
That is no shave till I get to go back to the office and work. I've been working on this for like 7 weeks now.
It's looking sharp, my friend.
Now, I saw you recently, and I don't think it was that big.
Since I've decided to let it grow, my wife has bought me this beard lotion and conditioner for it. And
was that called Chia something?
That's awesome. Yes,
it's some Viking beard product stuff, but it works phenomenal. It works phenomenal. So
okay.
Looking
we
great.
should put else on now too.
And look at that.
And I got
beard.
that COVID thing going too.
Yeah, man. Electric Water Boy. What could possibly be going on?
What do these two people have in common?
I don't know.
Facial hair.
Nice COVID.
We're from
beard.
Texas.
That's right. We got the Texas boys. He's right down here, and I'm right above him. So anyway, so we have expanded the network. We are really moving up. We got some class people coming in. They're going to class up the joint.
Who?
You and Charles. So
you didn't say what kind of class.
All right. So I don't know, Jesse. We're gonna let Charles or somebody mention. Or...
You know what? I think why don't we let Charles talk about it for a second? I don't know. One of you two guys tell us what we can possibly be planning. So we mentioned that we canceled a Tuesday night show, right? So we don't want to leave a void. So what could we be doing in place of that?
We had a Tuesday night show, but we thought, could we do better?
You can, that's for sure.
The bar is low on our Tuesday night.
On our part of it. Now, you're gonna have to keep up with
the bar is right here.
There you go. The bar's open.
That's Coon and Bud hit the nail on the head right there. We are going to be working on a puzzle workshop type class, puzzle talk, just like what Chad has with Gadget Talk. We are going to be working on puzzle talk, me and Tom, and coming in, giving some tips, tricks, and hints on how to decipher some of the puzzles that are out there, and then bringing some of I've got a numerous examples of. We've been doing this in Colorado on a Zoom meeting with members of the state of Colorado geocaching community, where we have gotten together and taught other cachers how to solve some of these seemingly impossible puzzles. And some of them are super easy to solve, but they just look intimidating. And so hopefully between Tom and myself and the rest of you, we'll be able to bring our collective puzzle skills together and help the greater community at large not feel so intimidated by puzzle caches and get out there and start solving some of those blue question marks that are out on your map.
That's perfect. Yeah, we've been talking about this actually for a while. Jesse and I have been talking about it for, oh gosh, I don't know. It's been actually a couple months. I think it was before COVID hit. Jesse and I had thought about it, but we're like, be a great idea, but I have no idea what to do. What about you?
Well, because Gary and I are not puzzle people, right? We've solved puzzles, and but I actually jumped on one of the Colorado puzzle solving things, and I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a great idea, and it should be expanded to everybody. And yeah, Charles was on there, of course, and I just kind of watched, and people really got together, and it's amazing what you can do. Like if you're solving a puzzle in a vacuum, it can be kind of fun for that personal achievement, but it's amplified so much when you get together as a group and solve puzzles. It is way more fun to do that way. And after seeing that, I thought, that's the way that it should be. And I'm so glad that this kind of all happened together. And it's a perfect complement to Gadget Talk, right? Creative caches, putting out creative caches, and doing that. But now we're talking about on the opposite side of that, like kind of getting together and solving those creative caches, those creative puzzles. And hopefully the intention of this is to really provide a place to talk about. And we have 2 top level puzzle guys, right? So that's great. It's not Gary and I by any means. Charles is trying to look around, but he knows what's up. Tom is definitely, Electric Water Boy. Everybody knows that's Puzzle King, right? Those 2 guys can really do some puzzle solving here. But I really think puzzles are one of the most intimidating aspects of geocaching, right? Yeah. Like people are either puzzle people or they're not. And the ones that are not, it's not because they think puzzles are stupid. It's because they're intimidated by them. Yeah. So hopefully this will break that barrier. We can do. Charles just got in the dark there, apparently.
Yeah, he's trying to make it a very dramatic.
We can break through that layer and really, this will really show like and the more you have a group and a network to do that with, the more fun it's going to be for everybody. I really think it's going to be a lot of fun too. Plus, Derek goes full graphics, so we got to do it now.
Do not mention Where I Go Talk. That is not on the table. Do not bring that up anywhere. That you're banned. I'm going to ban you from that. Do not.
That's a pretty smart person right there. I don't know, but
I'm kidding. Yeah. Well, we got to hear from Mr. FTF Magazine himself. So Tom, a lot of people have mentioned about. I like the comment that they search for Spartacus. The second thing they do is they're going to look for your FTF magazine. So I don't think people realize you've been doing that since the beginning, right? Since almost the beginning of FTF magazine.
Pretty much since the beginning.
Yeah, that's incredible. So
I think it was right after the first year.
Wow. So you've done a lot of them. And they have to be, you can't fudge those. You can sort of mess up your own, and trust me, I've messed up my own puzzles plenty of times where I made a mistake, but you're in the magazine, you got to do it right. So how many have you ever added up how many you've added into the magazine at this point, do you think?
Oh, I haven't put any puzzles in the magazine. The ones you're seeing in there to solve now, Keith does those. I test them for him.
But you got the article in here all the time.
I write the article, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he gives me free reign on that.
So which is really cool. So if you get in, you got to get you an FTF magazine, which we didn't talk about sponsors much, but FTF magazine been with Geocache Talk since the beginning. So you got to get you subscribed to that, and there's always puzzle information, and Tom's always the one who's is putting those in there. So I love it. I don't understand them all the time, but I tell you what, your information has been great, and so hats off to you, my friend, for that. And I think this is going to be such a great combination of you 2 guys co-hosting this, and I can just see great things ahead for this show. And I guess, Jesse, do you want to talk about, because people are like puzzled as to when the show will be on, so do we want to talk about
so we kind of alluded to it, but this is going to be the replacement of the time slot of this current show right now. This show is dead. We've been saying this from the very beginning. This show is going to be dead. And Gadget Talk is a solid part of the network now. So that is the creative hiding of caches and building of caches. So the logical thing is on this Tuesday night, Puzzle Talk is going to be the opposite side. So second and fourth Tuesday.
Nope.
Talk.
Second and third.
Second and third.
Second and third. First and fourth
is Gadget. Yeah. So I'll let Chad jump in here.
Chad, jump in there and help me out with this one.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to congratulate them on their new podcast, Puzzle Talk, because it's going to complement Gadget Talk. Well, we'll complement each other on that. So in fact, the puzzle for next month or the cache I'm making would use a good puzzle, or it's a good one to put a puzzle in. But we are going to be taking our Gadget Talk live builds will stay the same, the fourth Tuesday of every month, and then we're going to switch the other sessions that we have from the second Tuesday to the first Tuesday of every month. So we'll do 2 consecutive weeks, and then we'll have the Puzzle Talk. We'll do the other 2 consecutive weeks, the second and third Tuesday.
Yeah. So that's perfect. So
Tuesday nights are filled up. Y'all are obligated every Tuesday night for some learning.
Tuesdays are set, other than a 5th Tuesday of the month, and we don't know what we'll do. Jesse will dance or something.
We'll find out something to do. Come on now.
We'll do 1 hour of Jesse dancing. So that's the plan.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Yeah. And so, Jeff, why are you here?
Hanging around and listening up and seeing what I can pick out of the show.
Interesting. So that's a puzzle in itself.
Yeah, that's a challenging question. I'm not sure why Jeff is here.
Oh man, You're bad. You're bad. You're worse than I am.
Puns, leave me alone.
Right.
You know what? Here's what's mean. We're not going to tell everybody.
No, we're not.
We're not
leaving it.
Jeff's here.
We're not. We're leaving it. We're leaving it. Now, here's the funny thing, because you know how Jesse always catches flack from the CFO. I can kind of see this is going to happen pretty much every Puzzle Talk. Is somebody's going to be jumping in to give Charles a hard time. I know that we're going to catch the same thing on Electric Waterboy's side as well. But Lolo's dream, in case you're wondering, that's Charles's better half, and so she's
sure better half.
So anyway,
with less facial hair.
This is going to be great. Oh my gosh, it's going to be great.
Can we make one requirement for the show though? I mean, she wants him to dance, but Charles, you have to wear clothes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
No bikinis.
No mankinis.
No mankinis.
No.
Only on vacation in the Bahamas.
Yeah, if people
hear that better half, I don't think anybody's debating that.
No, nobody's debating that.
Anybody that's met that team, what's up?
Laura's much better.
Yeah. Hey, every good man knows that they married up. Come on.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it. So she said we got him to put a shirt on, so that's a requirement also. So
yeah, so
they have a shirt on.
Gary, before we move on, I just want to make sure we're not being very subtle tonight and say that there's another spoiler inside this show that we're not going to mention.
That's true. There's a puzzle within the show, right?
It's your challenge to figure out what that other spoiler is.
Yeah, you got to figure that out. It's out there.
It's out there. Yeah. If y'all are puzzled, we know 2 people for you to talk to.
No, because I'm puzzled right now too.
It is quite a mystery.
Perfect.
That's right. It is quite a mystery what we're talking about, but there is a secret game inside this show.
Inside the show.
We talk about it tonight, but one huge announcement per night is pretty good, right?
Yeah, we can't spoil everything in one night.
All the way in one show.
Yeah, that'd be too much.
We need extra shows for that.
Direwolf Venture Lab talk. That'd be interesting. Actually, we are doing we're not doing another show with Venture Lab, but it's a good segue into the Sunday. We are talking about Adventure Labs.
Oh yeah.
So thank you, Direwolf, for mentioning that in a roundabout way. We're going to talk about that this Sunday, and Sherry's like, spill it. No. We're focused.
One huge announcement is good enough for per night, right?
Yes. No. We're focused on Puzzle Talk. Let me kill that.
Kill it now.
Kill the comment. We're focused on Puzzle Talk. That's the key tonight. So, and
because we have that awesome graphic.
And we have the awesome graphic, was provided by Derek Baker Six Clan. So, thanks Baker Six Clan for doing that for us. It is. Isn't that cool looking? Guy's good.
He is.
So glad he does those, man. And so it's awesome. So
I am excited for Puzzle Talk too, because I learned so much from just what Charles mentioned earlier, getting on the Colorado group and watching that for a little bit. I learned tons just from listening to other people solve a puzzle. I learned tons just from that. And that wasn't even like a wide show. That was just a small Facebook, very local group.
Right.
People are going to learn a lot from this show coming up.
Well,
it's a popular thing right now too. Those little puzzle meetups on Facebook, especially when they're run by the people who own the puzzles, because then you have permission for the puzzle and everybody can work through it. The cache owner can give tips and everything, and this is like a perfect time for it as well.
Right. I love Geocache talk. Well, Zach spoiled it right there.
I love that. Well, you know what? After I watched that one Colorado puzzle talk or puzzle show, which wasn't called Puzzle Talk, rather, we didn't steal that. I immediately thought, this is how puzzle solving should be. Like, I have done it for years, and I immediately thought, I've been messing up the whole time. Puzzles should always be solved as a group from now on. I immediately changed my opinion of how it always, I'm like, I messed up all this time. I have not been meeting with a group to do this. I will never do that again. That will always happen from now on.
Yeah. You get a lot of love in the chat room there, Jeff. People want a call-in advice show. There you go. I like that idea too.
You're
I kind of like that. Call in with your problems, and Jeff will fix them for them.
Geocaching related,
right? So one thing we want to bring up is it's not a puzzle solving show. I think somebody mentioned that in the chat room. It's like, no, it's not a puzzle solving show. No, but what I like about this show is that it's going to be, there'll be collaborations. There'll be a lot of discussions about all sorts of crazy stuff. It's not going to just be a tutorial. I think the thing that I'm really looking forward to is that it's going to be more, it's really a combination. It's really a full, like a variety show of what we do. I mean, they'll have guests. They can have, specialty. They can work on it. They can talk about in one episode. They could do a special kind of puzzle cache. They can focus on different things. So I think that's really cool, because a lot of times we do a puzzle show, and Tom's been on and done several puzzle shows with us. It's always a little difficult because we're kind of doing, unfortunately, a little bit of a mishmash. You know what I mean, Tom? I mean, it's not where we could really focus. And I think with this, Charles and Tom can really do some focused work.
I thought they were just going to give GC codes and the final coordinates for everything.
Oh, no, not that.
Some of them, isn't that the plan?
That's after you send in money.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We're just going to sell final coordinates.
Yeah.
Oh, this could be worse than the TB code online lists.
Yeah, like $1 per solved geocache. Can we do that? Or that's not legal? Okay.
Donate it to your favorite charity.
That's right, yeah.
So
we'll take the D and T combination, add it up, and that'll be the fee.
There you go. Now we're talking. 5, that's $25. We'll take that.
Excellent. So Jesse, this would be a good time, I guess, to mention as we sort of do the transition to Chad doing 1 and 4 and them doing 2 and 3 as far as the weeks. In Puzzle Talk guys, I have to speak out if I don't get this right, but I'm thinking that the first Puzzle Talk will be the 16th. Is that my understanding, it's not going to be next week.
Next Tuesday is Gadget Talk.
Right. Which it won't normally be on that day. Normally it'll be on tonight, which is what normally it'll be on.
Okay.
Puzzle Talk is 2 and 3, and Gadget Talk is 1 and 4, unless.
Let's do this, Gary. Since this is one of those odd months with 5 Tuesdays,
yes,
we'll just scratch the first one because that's tonight.
Yeah.
And then next week will be Gadget Talk. Then 2 weeks of Puzzle Talk starting the 16th and the 23rd, and then back to Chad on the 30th.
Yeah. Right. Which was already scheduled. Right.
Right. And then he'll have the 30th and then the 7th of July. Right after that, those 2 Tuesdays in a row. So I think that'll work out well, especially in this first month of us getting in here and doing that.
Yeah.
We just kind of, if we keep the Gadget Talk to this next week on the 9th, and then 2 weeks of Puzzle Talk, and then back to Chad for the Gadget Talk. And Chad, I've been working with this Arduino board that I've got set up, and I've got a GPS chip in it, and I built me a box, and I've got it all worked out, but I'm trying to make the box open when the GPS chip gets within a radius of a certain GPS coordinates. I've been working with a guy out of Texas who's a retired engineer and is working with a high school, but he teaches Arduino stuff to a high school class. And we're trying to figure out the programming to where when you get the Arduino GPS chip within a radius of a certain set of coordinates, like to a bench in a park, that it triggers and opens the box. I'm working on it.
So it's pretty much a reverse geocache.
Except it's a reverse geocache, but it's not like the ones that they have for the Where I Goes, where you can take it and put the 3 5-digit or 6-digit numbers into the solver and get the solved coordinates. Like, you actually have to walk with the little plexiglass box.
Yeah, I've seen the one, and you actually can put it in your car and you drive a certain distance and you push a button and it'll tell you how far away you are. And so if the mileage is further, you got to turn around and go the other way. And then you can only push it, like, there's a certain amount of times you can push it before you have to start all over on it. So, yeah, that's a really cool idea.
That is cool.
I already see a crossover episode happening where we do a puzzle talk show to solve, create a puzzle to find a final gadget cache.
There you go.
Yeah.
So show happening already.
We just need to talk, and we need to know how many voltage you're running in that box, right? Because you have different solenoids or relays or solenoids pretty much that we could open up the box with, but it's going to depend on what the voltage is on it. So, yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
That is awesome.
Yep. I see the crossover show happening already.
So that was a great suggestion. Caching Did New York. Appreciate you. We will put something on the website to help everybody. Since we got so many shows now, we will put a calendar on the website so you can kind of know.
And they need to in the future.
Well, we've got Geocache Talk Presents. That's on the third Wednesday of every month.
No spoilers.
I'm not.
Okay.
That's out there. We have Geocaching with Kids. That's on every second Wednesday of every month that comes out. So you get those. So I will put together. Really, it's going to be generic. It'll be a generic code, but also if you notice on the website, I tend to put when they are underneath the show. So if you go look at the website, you can see like Geocaching with Kids. It says that it's when it's on, and so I don't know if that helps. Here, I'll show you real quick. I'll show you real fast, and we'll start. We'll continue on with our little discussion here. So
TV guide for the network.
The TV guide, yeah. So let me show this real quick. Let me show it like this. So if you'll notice at the bottom of the page, on the page, see how it says Sunday Geocache Talk Show? It says Sunday show is 8 p.m. Central Time. Join the chat room here for Sunday Show chat room. Second, see how here it shows Geocaching with Kids, second Wednesday of the month. We'll do the same thing down here. This one will go away, and we'll change these. We'll read differently here soon. So there you go. Just like that.
That's great. Then we're gonna have to get Puzzle Talk into making some puzzle boxes for some events.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There's a lot of ideas here, and I think we're gonna have a few things added to the website soon.
Yep. Very cool. All right. So
we've made our announcement. We've teased the other announcement that we're not going to make tonight.
Right.
So are you switching gears again?
Sure. Where are we going?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm trying not to spoil what's happening.
I think that's it. I think we're done, right?
Did we actually do that in 1 hour even?
I think we did. Right at 1 hour. That's pretty good.
That we did that, and we didn't even spill the secret that we're not trying to talk about.
The secret beans.
That's right. The show that cannot be mentioned. What?
That's right. See no evil, hear no evil. See no evil. Yeah, there you go. Smell no evil. So, all right.
One huge announcement for the night is good, right?
One huge announcement is enough, and I'm going to play this again because it's the last night that it's appropriate. So let me play this, and thank everybody for being on tonight. Thank you all of y'all for being part of the network, and looking forward to some great stuff in the future. I know it's going to be fabulous. And here is our outro.
Tuned in, the signal's clear. Coming through Geocache Talk. A voice on the line I hear. Coming through Geocache Talk.